Directed by the Hughes brothers and starring Denzel Washington. 30 years after a nuclear holocaust, Eli, a nomad in a post-apocalyptic world with uncanny fighting skills and survival skills. He must fight all sorts of danger to keep a sacred book that holds the secrets to saving humankind. The Book of Eli is an amazing post-apocalyptic film worth watching. Loosely based on the 1954 novel of the same name by Richard Matheson, set in New York after a deadly virus wipes out most of humanity and turning the rest into monsters that comes out at night. Sole survivor Neville, played by Will Smith, who is working on a cure while having to defend himself against the Dark Seekers. Though the film has some questionable special effects, it's still an awesome post-apocalyptic action thriller. Carriers received mixed to positive reviews and sits at 68% on Rotten Tomatoes, for survivors of a viral pandemic attempting to avoid the looming threat of becoming infected. The film was praised for its story, theme and acting performances. The film faced criticism towards its ending. Still, it's an awesome film you should see. Directed by John Carpenter and starring Kurt Russell as Snake Plissken, Escape from LA is a sequel to Escape from New York. Even though the film was met with mixed reception and was a box office bomb, it's still worth watching and is a cool post-apocalyptic action flick. The film is set in 1997 Manhattan that's been transformed into a maximum security prison, and follows lone wolf ex-soldier and criminal Snake, who is sent to rescue the president. Zombieland is a post-apocalyptic zombie comedy film. The premise centers around a shy college kid who is trying to reach his family in Ohio, and a gun-toting Woody Harrelson who's in search for the last Twinkie, and two sisters trying to get to an amusement park travels across the zombie-infested United States while battling with the undead. Zombieland received positive reviews from critics and has an approval rating of 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. This Australian post-apocalyptic horror drama film is based on a 2013 short film of the same name, starring Martin Freeman, who was praised for his amazing performance. The film was received positive from critics and applaud for its emotional depth. After an epidemic spreads all over Australia, an infected father desperately searches for someone willing to protect his infant daughter. Based on the French graphic novel Le Transpersonnage by Jacques Laube, Benjamin Legrand and Jean-Marc Rochet. The film takes place aboard the Snowpiercer train as it travels around the globe carrying the last remnants of humanity. After a failed climate change experiment has killed all life except for the lucky few who is on the train, Snowpiercer received critical acclaim and sits at 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. The Domestics is a 2018 underrated post-apocalyptic action thriller film. The film has received favorable reviews from critics and a whopping 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. In the weeks following an apocalyptic event, married couple, Mark and Nina West, must work together to escape the countryside, which is inhabited by dangerous factions. The Domestics is a great film which flew under many moviegoers' radar, and is definitely worth checking out. Starring Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron in this post-apocalyptic action flick in a desert wasteland where petrol and water are scarce commodities, Max joins forces with Imperator Furiosa to escape from cult leader Immortan Joe and his army, which leads to an awesome armored tanker truck road battle. Fury Road received numerous accolades, including 10 Academy Award nominations at the 88th Academy Awards, which won the most awards of the ceremony with 6 awards. The second installment in the Mad Max franchise, starring Mel Gibson reprising his role as Mad Max Rockatansky. With a vibrant design aesthetic, violent fight scenes, and bleak, beautiful cinematography, Mad Max 2 picks up where the original left off. The film follows a peaceful community of settlers who move to defend themselves against a roving band of marauders, and Max is their only hope and helps the settlers escape a horde of bandits.